Hey everyone, Mr. W here. Our lesson today is adding mixed numbers that have the same denominator with regrouping. So mixed numbers, two examples here. 1 and 4 6 is a mixed number, plus 1 and 5 6 is also a mixed number, and it just has a whole number, which is represented by the model here, and a fraction. That's what a mixed number is. Same denominator means just on your fractions. See how the 6 and the 6, the denominators are the same, so that's what's meant by that. And we'll get into regrouping in just a second. We're going to add the fractions into an improper fraction. We'll turn the improper fraction to a mixed number. We'll regroup, we'll add the whole numbers, and if we need to, we'll simplify. So let's get started. We just have two problems today. So 1 and 4 sixths plus 1 and 5 sixths. Our first step is to add the fractions into an improper fraction. So 4 sixths plus 5 sixths would equal 9 sixths. And the 9 is greater than the 6, so that's an improper fraction. And when you have an improper fraction, we'll need to switch that into a mixed number. I'll leave the link for that lesson on the description today. So how we do that is we divide the numerator by the denominator. I'll also show you in the models. So 9 divided by 6. 6 will go into 9 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. And then we subtract. 9 minus 6 is 3. And then when we're doing fractions, we will write the remainder up here, but we will write that as a fraction. So the 3 becomes our numerator, and then our denominator was 6th. Okay, let me just show you real quick how that worked with our models. We had 4 6, which is represented here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these were total of 6, so that is 4 6, and we had to add it to the 5 6. So we could picture that as if we were to take this slice represented right here and fill this in, and then I will X that out, so that pretend that's not there anymore, right? So this now would equal 1 whole, right? And then we only have 1, 2, 3. Remember, we took that one over here, so that's 3. And this would represent our fraction part out of the 6. And you see how we're getting the exact same thing using the models, but this is how we would do it, using our steps. So we turned the improper fraction to a mixed number. Now we're going to regroup. We're going to take this and that mixed number that we didn't have before because they were just fractions, and we have 1 and 3 6. So we just took that and put it over here. We already added these two. So the 3 6 has nothing to add to now, right? And we're just going to add 1, 2, 3. There's our 3 and 3 6. We can simplify the 3 6. Let's just use a greatest common factor, and it would be 3. And whatever we do on top, we do on the bottom, right? So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And let's rewrite that over here. So we would have our 3. And 1/2 is our final answer. So if we were to add these two mixed numbers and then simplify, our answer would be 3 and 1/2. Okay, let's just try one more. 2 and 5 tenths plus 1 and 8 tenths. Our first step is we want to add our fractions. And in this case today, it will become an improper fraction. 5 tenths plus 8 tenths is 13 tenths. And then our job is now to convert an improper fraction to a mixed number. We'll just use division for that. 13 divided by 10. In other words, the numerator will be divided by the denominator. 10 will go into 13 one time. And then 1 times 10 is 10. If we subtract, this would be 3. And this remainder we're going to write as a fraction. So the 3 becomes our numerator. And then in this case, we're dealing with tenths, these fractions. So 1 and 3 tenths. Let me show you real quick how we would do this with the models. Remember, these are our fraction parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 5 tenths plus the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenths. If we were to add these, this section here, right? If we put that over here, I'm going to X that out, right? It looks like a little bit like an X, right? So this would become one whole, and then this one is not a whole. It's 1, 2, 3 we're left out of a total of our original 10. And you see once again how, this is how you get it from division. And if you had models, you would get the same thing. So this we're going to take, and the whole number we regroup into the whole numbers, right? And then we have the 3 tenths. 3 tenths, remember, we already did this, so we don't have these numbers here anymore. So this is 3 tenths. And then if we add our whole numbers, 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And we cannot simplify this anymore. So our answer for this is 4 3/10. Okay, well, hope that has been helpful today. And we will see you next time.